as you arrive, you can actually find yourself on your mat, coming into any comfortable lying down position. So welcome, yogis. Thanks so much for taking part in the class today. My name is Smita. This is a restorative yoga class. So let's begin today coming to lie down on your mat. So as you come to your mat, take a moment just to settle your entire body onto the mat. Allow your feet to take extra space. Allow your shoulders to gently roll down your back, away from your ears. Let your palms open up towards the ceiling. And take a moment just to roll your head gently from side to side, noticing what you notice. Just take a moment just to let your neck find a little bit of movement. And when you're ready, you can allow your head to settle and allow your eyes to close. And begin to tune your awareness inside your body. Just allowing yourself to arrive, allowing yourself to settle, and giving yourself this next 45 minutes to focus on your practice, aligning breath with movement. So as you arrive here, you can begin to take a full deep inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. And again. And again. Beautiful. Let's begin our 3-part abdominal breath. All the breathing will be through the nose. So inhaling now, filling up lower belly, middle belly, upper chest. Exhale, upper chest, middle belly, lower belly. Inhale. And exhale. Continuing like this, trying to make your inhales more full and your exhales more complete. If all you do for the next 45 minutes is focus on your breath, that will have been enough for your practice today. As you're ready, yogis, you can gently allow your eyes to flutter open, arriving back into the space that you're in. When you're ready, you can begin to gently draw your legs together and extend your arms overhead as you stretch from your toes all the way up to your fingertips. Pausing here, deep full inhale. Exhale for 3. Deep full inhale. Exhale for 2. Deep full inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Let your body release and gently begin to hug your knees into your chest on an exhale. And inhale, gently release your knees. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Inhale, release. One more time. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Holding the exhale. Holding the exhale, navel to spine. One more. And beautiful. Gently release. You can begin to gently rock backwards and forwards on your spine. Just beginning to bring a little bit of momentum into your spine, a little bit of heat into your vertebrae. Beautiful. And the next time you rock yourself up, come into any comfortable seated position. So you can come to sit in a Sukhasana with your legs crossed at your ankles, or come to sit in Siddhasana if you have a little bit of more range motion in your hips. As you arrive, yogis, take a few moments to just gently roll your shoulders down your back, away from your ears. Beautiful. And then take a moment to roll those shoulders towards the front of the room. Keep focusing on that breath. Beautiful. Pausing here. And let's begin to extend our arms nice and long. So lengthen through your arms and take a moment to just allow your arms to just rotate backwards and forwards. So you're rotating from that shoulder girdle, bringing movement into your arms, just noticing what's happening here. Deepening your breath. Beautiful. Pausing, making sure that your palms now facing down towards the floor. And you're gently going to begin to take your left arm over to the right side. So bring that left arm all the way over to the right side. Begin to hook your right arm underneath, bending your elbow, and lengthen through your spine as you gently pull and open through the back of your left shoulder. You might like to take your head and twist it over to the opposite side. So breathing here for 3. Lengthening through the spine for 2. Twisting for 1. Beautiful. Gently release. Re-lengthen both arms. Again, nice and long. Stretching through your fingertips. And again, take a few moments to just take a few rotations with your arms. Yeah, that's beautiful. Nice. And then pause. Let's take that over to the opposite side. So you're going to now take your right arm over to the left and hook your left arm underneath. Lengthen through the crown of your head and open through the back of that shoulder. Beautiful. Take your gaze to the opposite side. Breathing here for 3. Twisting for 2. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Gently release. Re-extend both arms again one more time. Take a few moments again to take those gentle rotations. Nice. Deepen the breath. Beautiful. Pause again. Begin to externally rotate those shoulders, and this time begin to interlock your hands behind your back. Roll those shoulder blades down your back, away from your ears. Turn your gaze and your heart up to the sky for a slight back bend. And then as you're ready, you're going to bow towards the ground, swinging your arms overhead towards the sound of my voice. Deepening your breath here for 3. Rolling your shoulders away from your ears for 2. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Gently begin to roll yourself up, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then just release your hands and just gently shake out your elbows, shake out your arms, just let it be very free-flowing. Beautiful, as you just let your arms be gentle and free. Beautiful. Gently begin now to pause. Begin to tuck your toes under, rolling onto your knees, making your way into a tabletop. As you arrive in your tabletop, make sure that your wrists is spread nice and wide. Your fingers, are spread nice and wide. Your wrists are below your shoulders. Knees are hip-width distance apart. And let's begin a little bit of cat-cow. So inhale as you lift your tailbone, drop your belly, lift your heart and your gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under, rounding and arching, gazing towards your navel. Continuing like this, inhaling up for your cow pose. Exhale, rounding and arching for your cat pose. And continuing like this, moving with your breath. Again, try to make those inhales more full and the exhales more complete. A few more rounds on your own. Beautiful. When you're ready, you can gently begin to pause, coming back to a neutral spine. Begin to walk your palms just a little bit away from you so that they're not quite under your shoulders anymore. And we're going to take some rotations. So very gently begin to rotate your hips to the left. Draw them now to the front left, and then rotate to the right. And move them to the back of the room on the right. So continuing like this with rotations. You might even get your head involved if that feels good. And really make those circles as large as you can with your hips. You might even sit yourself back into a child's pose if that feels comfortable. Beautiful. Pausing the next time you come back and gently switching direction. So bringing your hips this time over to the right front, moving them over to the left front, taking them to the back left, and then rotating to the back right. Moving like this, deepen and widen the circles. And again, you might let your head get involved if that feels right, if that feels natural. Taking one more rotation, just like this. Beautiful. And when you're ready, just pause. Come back to neutral spine. Begin to walk your hands again back so that the wrists are right below your shoulders. And when you're ready, you can begin to tuck all 10 toes under. And gently lift your hips off the mat and lift your knees off the mat as you make your way into your first downward dog. As you arrive in your downward dog, you can gently begin to walk your feet out as you shift the weight from side to side, lowering one heel at a time. You might like to shake your head no, or maybe shake your head yes. And any other intuitive movements that feel right in this moment. As you're ready, begin to find stillness in your downward dog. Really begin to push through your fingers as well as your palms as you take that tailbone to the back of the room. Take one more breath here. And then when you're ready, you can very gently begin to take baby steps, walking your feet towards your hands. The closer your feet get towards your hands, you might like to lift your arms, your hands off the ground. Keeping your feet about hip-width distance apart, keeping a micro bend in your knees. You might grab opposite elbows today. And again, gently let your body sway from side to side. Try to let the action initiate from the hip girdle. Let your head really surrender to the earth. Imagine any excessive thinking is just leaving your brain and just melting away. Beautiful. As you're ready, begin to release your arms down to the ground and very gently begin to roll yourself up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head is the very last thing to come up. Take your time. There's no rush. Beautiful. As you arrive, take a few moments to take some more shoulder rolls. So rolling your shoulders to the back of the room for a moment. And then gently rolling your shoulders to the front of the room again. Coming back into contact with that breath if you lost it. Beautiful. Pausing here. Shake out your fingers, shake out your arms again for a moment. We're going to do one very gentle round of Surya Namaskar C. So let's bring ourselves to the very front of the mat. Looking down at your toes, make sure those big toes are touching. Heels can be slightly apart. Spreading all toes as widely as you can, grounding into the earth. Root down into the outer edges of your feet as you align your ankles with your knees with your hips, and your hips with your shoulders. Try to really tuck your coccyx, your tailbone under as you lengthen through the front part of your body. Inhale, we're going to bring our inhales to the front of the room as we come into mountain pose. So inhale as you bring your arms to the front of the room, palms kissing. Take them up and back as you take a slight back bend, bringing your hips to the front and taking that back bend as far as you can, palms to the back of the room. Inhale, straighten those hips. Draw palms through heart as you forward fold, Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to so that your palms are flat on the mat. Finding your Uttanasana. Breathe into your back for one more breath. You might like to shake your head from side to side when you're in Uttanasana. Beautiful. Inhale now, flat back, hands on shins, lengthen through your spine, lengthen through your legs, looking about 3 feet in front of you down on the ground. As you exhale, yogi's palms flat, Fingers in line with your toes. Step your right foot nice and long behind you. Drop the knee. Untuck your toes, your right toes, as you extend both arms up towards the ceiling. Again, you might want to take a back bend here. So let yourself open to the back of the room. Think of a nice arch coming all the way from the hip girdle through to your fingertips, moving through every single rib in your body. One more breath here. As you exhale, draw palms back through heart. As you place your palms down to surround your front foot, step yourself back for downward dog. Pushing the ground away, deep full inhale. Exhale for 3. Deep full inhale. Exhale for 2. One more deep full breath. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale as you float your body into plank position, lowering your hips. Try to align your palms so that they're right below your shoulders. And kick out through your heels. We have one more breath here. As you exhale, lower knees. Untuck your toes. Keep your elbows close to your body. Keep your tailbone in the air as you lower chest and chin. Push yourself through for baby cobra. And as you exhale, lower your body all the way back down. Engage your core and belly, your core, and your chest at the same time as you push back through tabletop, all the way back to downward dog. Deep full inhale and exhale. Inhale, yogis, as you float your right leg up to the sky. Perhaps begin to bend your right knee and open your right hips, that your hips are stacked for a moment. And then as you exhale, straighten that leg, square your hips, draw right knee towards the nose, step it between your thumbs, and drop your back knee. Untuck your toes. Inhale again, opening for Anjaneyasana, crescent moon. And again, think of this as a back bend as you open to the back of the room for 3. Lengthening for 2. Softening your shoulders down your back for 1. Beautiful. As you exhale, draw palms through heart. And then release your hands on either side of your right foot, stepping yourself forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale again, palms joining as you rise up. Bring those arms to the front of the room and take your back bend once again. As you exhale, draw palms through heart. Release your palms by your sides for a moment and notice what's going on inside. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Again, draw palms through the front of the room as you extend up to the sky, taking your hips to the front of the room for your back bend. Inhale, straighten those hips, draw palms through heart, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, palms flat. Step your left foot back. Drop the knee, untuck the toes, and again, arms will rise up for Anjaneyasana. Again, think of taking the back bend, think of opening through the front body. Keep opening from the hip girdle. One more breath here. Beautiful. As you exhale, draw palms through heart. Palms flat, surrounding your right foot as you step back, downward dog. 3 deep breaths here again. Deep full inhale. Exhale for 3. Keep pushing the ground away. Deep full inhale. Exhale for 2. Keep lengthening through the spine. Deep full inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, float your body gently again into plank position. Try to make sure those wrists are below the shoulders. Kick out through your heels as you lengthen through the crown of your head. One more deep breath here. Beautiful. As you exhale, gently drop your knees. Untuck your toes. Keep your elbows close to your body. Keep your hips in the air as you lower chest and chin. Gently push yourself through as you lower your hips and open your heart and your gaze up for baby cobra. As you exhale, lower down. Inhale, engaging chest and core, push back through tabletop, all the way back, downward dog. Deep full inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, float your left leg up to the sky. Again, gently bend your knee and open that left hip. Try to stack it right over the right hip. Pausing here for just one more breath. And gently begin to straighten and square left leg. Draw left knee to nose. Step it between your thumbs. Drop your back knee. Untuck your toes. And again, arms rising, Anjaneyasana. Again, open. Think of this as a back bend. Any movement that we do with our spine is so beneficial. So keep opening, one more breath. And as you exhale, palms flat to surround that front foot, stepping forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, palms kissing as you rise up. Open to a back bend. And beautiful. Exhale, draw palms to heart. Again, perhaps close your eyes as you release your arms by your side. Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeat. Deepen the breath if you lost it. Lengthen the breath. Beautiful, yogis. Gently opening your eyes. Inhale again. Bring your arms through the front as you open up to mountain pose, taking a back bend. As you exhale, draw palms through heart. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Moving towards the ground. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back for downward dog. Deep full inhale and exhale. Inhaling, and with your next exhale, gently drop down onto your knees as you make your way into a tabletop. We do a little bit of twisting and opening here. So again, you're going to begin to make sure you're in alignment in your tabletop. And listening carefully, we're going to gently begin to draw left knee towards the nose, and then gently place the left foot to the outside of the left hand. You can begin to tuck your right toes under and begin to walk your right leg as far as you can to the back of the mat. So coming into lizard pose. You might begin to heel toe your left foot out, even off the mat, coming onto the blade of that left foot. You would gently begin to rock yourself from side to side as you open through your hips. You might like to stay on your palms, or you might lower onto your forearms. So just allow your body to just gently rock from side to side. Beautiful. Deepen your breath. Lengthen your breath. When you're ready, pause. You can gently now begin to place your left hand against your left knee as you gently open through that left knee. So just gently pushing it away for a moment or two. If this feels good and you're okay, you might begin to release your hand there and gently begin to bend your right leg, reaching towards your right ankle or foot as you twist and open. Breathing here. For 3, this is a nice quad stretch. Deepen that breath. For 2. Keep opening to the back of the room. This is also a twist. For 1. Send your breath into the sensation as you gently release your back leg. Begin to release both palms down below your shoulders and gently begin to heel toe your left foot back. And begin to gently walk your right knee back so it's aligned below your hip. And take your left knee back, coming back into tabletop. You might like to come into a cat-cow here. So take a cat-cow just to notice any sensations, any difference between the left to the right side of your body. And then come back to pause, neutral spine. Let's do the opposite side. So inhale as you gently draw your right knee towards your chest, and then gently place the sole of the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Begin to tuck your left toes under and begin to just gently walk your left leg all the way to the back of the mat. You might like to open out your right leg even more by heel toeing the right foot out to the side, even off the mat, coming onto the blade of the right foot. And gently begin to rock yourself from side to side, opening through the hip. Keep breathing, yogis. Keep sending the breath into the sensations that might arise. Beautiful. And if you're staying on your palms, you might like to begin to gently push your right knee away with your right hand. So just opening through the right hip gut a little bit more as you push the knee away. Beautiful. As you're ready, and if you did so on the opposite side, you might begin to gently bend your left leg and reach towards the back of the room as you take that twist. Opening your body to your right side as you twist it open for 3. Deepen the breath for 2. Lengthen the breath for 1. Beautiful. Gently release your right leg down, so your left leg down. Gently walk your right hand back and your left hand back so they're both below the shoulders. Heel toe your right foot in. Draw your left knee back so it's below your left hip. And release your right leg and knee back into tabletop. Again, take a cat-cow. So inhaling up for cow. Exhaling for cat. When you're ready, yogis, you can gently bring your big toes to touch. Walk your knees as wide as you can to the edges of the mat. And begin to walk your hands in front of you. As you push into the ground, take a moment to release your hips as you come into active child's pose, really pushing the ground away as you lengthen through your spine. You might even come up onto your fingertips, if that's helpful. And then when you're ready, release your head, if it's available, to the ground. Release your forearms to the ground. Take a moment to come back to your breath in child's pose. So breathing here into the back for 5. Softening through the shoulders for 4. Sitting your hips all the way back towards the ground for 3. Lengthening the breath for 2. Deepening the breath for 1. Beautiful, yogis. Very gently begin to walk your hands right below your face, in line with your face. Push into the ground as you lift your head and your torso off the ground. Begin to gently draw your knees together and begin to shift your hips to one side as you lengthen both legs nice and long in front of you. So we're going to take a little bit of a spinal twist, seated spinal twist. When you're ready, you can begin to gently draw your right knee towards your chest, placing the sole of the foot down onto the mat. Make sure your left foot is engaged and the foot is flexed. And gently begin to place the sole of the right foot to the outside of the left thigh. Try to ground that right foot as much as you can. And begin to lengthen your arms to the ceiling for a moment as you bring length. Twist your body over to the right side. Try to hook the outside of the left arm to the knee, to the right knee, as you place your right arm behind you. Try to place that right hand in line with your spine as you twist. And try to make sure that that left foot is active. We're here for 5 breaths. Deep full inhale. Exhale for 5. Deep full inhale. Exhale for 4. Perhaps closing your eyes. Deep full inhale. Exhale for 3. Deep full inhale. Exhale for 2. One more breath. Deep full inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Gently release Take a counter twist. Keep your legs just as they are, but twist your body over to the left, bowing to the left for a counter twist. Take 2 deep breaths here. 1 more deep breath. Beautiful. Gently bring your head back through center and release both legs. You might want to shake out your legs for a moment. And then as you're ready, let's do the opposite side. So gently begin to draw that left knee towards your chest. Try to make sure your right foot is active. And when you're ready, you can begin to place the left sole of the foot to the outside of the right thigh. Round that left foot and begin to extend your arms up to the ceiling as you bring length into your torso. Twist your body over to the left and then hooking the right arm to the outside of the left knee. Left arm will be right behind you in line with your spine. And gently begin to twist from your navel. Option to close your eyes. Deep full inhale. Exhale for 5. Deep full inhale. Exhale for 4. Deep full inhale. Exhale for 3. Deep full inhale. Exhale for 2.